So how often should you update your care plan for your autistic adult child? Well, that's what we're going to talk about on this video, so let's get to it. All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Ben Blackman. This is the After Us Project. Thanks for joining me. And we're just talking about your care plan for your autistic adult child. Now, it's one of the most overwhelming things that you can do as a parent, and I get it. So, just a couple quick things. One, you can check out the After Us guide if that's something that might be helpful to you. It's a link below. And then also, I have an affiliate link for this thing I called Folio, it's called Folio by Saver, and I'll show you what it is in just a second. But it's a handy dandy thing to keep your important stuff in. You'll see in just a minute. So, the care plan, when you're creating it, it's real easy to get overwhelmed. But once you get through it and get to the other side, you're like, oh man, I wish I had done this a long time ago, because I procrastinated for years and years and years and years, and felt guilty over it. Frankly, a lot of that. So lost a lot of sleep. But hey, we that's what happens. So if that's where you are, I just want to let you know it's okay. Just get started on it and do it as best you can, a little at a time if you need to. So let's just say you've got it in place. And even if you don't have all of it in place, how often should you update it? Well, the minimum is once a year. Now, even if it's just a quick review, even if you just take it out, look at it, make sure everything's right, nothing's changed, because so many things change during a year that it's hard to keep up with it. And so sometimes, depending on the situation that you're in, you may need to do it every 6 months, but a year is a minimum. So what you want to think about is, and the other thing is the major life triggers, right? If something major happens, like there's a new diagnosis, or new support need, or some other like a living situation change, government benefits, maybe the caregiver's changing, or adding one or something like that, then you're going to have to go ahead and update it as soon as possible, because you don't want there to be an interruption. All right. Now, real quick, before I go any further, please subscribe. I would love that if you did, and give me any feedback. I'm open to that, so subscribe. All right, let's get on through that. So what you're looking to update. So you're typically going to update emergency contacts or successor caregivers. Those are a couple of easy things. Legal documents, powers of attorney, conservatorship, wills, whatever it is that you have there. Any health information changes, insurance, treatment plans, all those kind of things. Daily routines. So that happens with my son a lot, where I say daily routines. Maybe it's more about, in his situation, things that he likes. Like he'll like something for a period of time, and then he won't, and then he'll come back to it, right? So, updating that. Of course, I realize that sometimes it's not as necessary as others, but it is something that I do like to update. Any sensory needs, government benefits, ID cards, ID numbers, passwords. That's one thing that's tricky, and I'm going to do a whole video on that. As a matter of fact, I need to make a note of that, but I want to make sure that how to share passwords for stuff and how to get access to things. I'll tell you how I set it up, and then how I wished I'd set it up, but this is where we are. So I'll do all that. So just, when reviewing my own plan, I just want to make sure that the person who steps in has everything that they need, that they're not going to be scrambling looking for stuff, because I can't think of many things that are going to be worse for the situation than it being disorganized. That's the most disruptive thing. So making sure that they have access to that stuff. And that's why I created the After Us guide, to kind of help facilitate that, instead of having things all over the place. And it's, this is really not a pitch about the After Us guide. I just have it available. You're welcome to check it out if it's a good fit for you. I'm just saying, if you're not going to use it, do something. And because you just don't want your caregiver to be out in the dark. That's all I'm really saying. You can share these things, like I like to use Google Docs a lot, but print it out, whatever it is that you need to do. So Again, just to kind of recap, the short of it is that you want to update a minimum once a year, at least review it. If there's significant changes, then you want to do it every 6 months. If there's a major change, then you want to do it as soon as you possibly can. All right. Oh, and I want to show you this. So let me show. I told you I was going to show the folio. So like I keep stuff in this thing's called the folio by Saver. Now, so it's just I'm just going to kind of show you what without getting all too into it. So you can kind of see that that's the like that has these different just things in here where you can just kind of not the best at showing a product. Okay. But just different pockets and stuff to keep everything so that you can label it. Okay, so hopefully that made sense there. Had a little bit of trouble with my video. Okay, all right. So that's it, and I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments, and I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks.